What's up, guys? It's Rich Homie Sean here from High Performance Nutrition, coming to you live from HPN headquarters with
Raquel Simons, the Little Thick Girl.
We want to do a video about what we think are the top 7 carb sources, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's a 7th that's not here because we ate it all. So we're gonna get right into it. These are the carbs that we think are the best for incorporating into your healthy lifestyle to hit your macronutrient needs in terms of carbohydrate intake. And what do carbs do?
Carbs give you energy, makes you build muscle, makes you feel better.
When do we have the majority of our carbs in the way that we typically eat?
We have a pre-workout and a post-workout.
And then the rest of your day is spread kind of evenly depending on what you have. I'm on like a higher carbohydrate intake trying to gain lean muscle, so my carbs are not just gonna be pre-imposed, but they're gonna be spread throughout the day pretty evenly because there's a lot of them. When you're on poverty macros like this one, on contest prep, you don't have quite as many carbohydrates to go around, so you're gonna place them where they're gonna be most effective, which is around your training sessions. Pre-workout, post-workout, give you the fuel to train, give you the glycogen to recover. So we'll get right into it. What's number 1?
Number 1 is oatmeal, and I have this basically every day, and I love it. I never get sick of it, and
it's really easy to use. You can do a bunch of different things with it. You can have it as straight oatmeal. You can blend it in shakes, and you can even.
What I used to do.
Go ahead.
What I used to do is I have oatmeal and then I put protein powder in it. I mix it in with it, and I'll put blueberries in it. Like, you can put anything you want in it. It is so good, but I don't have that right now. But it is really good.
Yeah, you can use the amount that you need. Servings is as little as like a half a cup being about 30 grams of carbohydrate, and you can go very high up from there. It has a great satiety rating, meaning that it's gonna give you a good full feeling, and it digests a little bit slower, so it'll last longer in your body, and it has a good ratio of how much you get to how much carbs there are in it, right? So you can do a lot of different things with it flavor-wise. You can put cinnamon in it, etc. It's a great carb source. Let's move on. Number 2.
Honey Nut Chex.
And this isn't just meant to say Honey Nut Chex, but cereals in general, right? Yeah. Again, very versatile. What do you do? I know you use cereal,
I
right?
used to have, I still do. I have like Honey Nut Cheerios or anything that I'm in the mood for. But I remember you always told me lower in fat is always the best way.
Right. There are some cereals and trail mixes where you're getting like 8-10 grams of fat due to them putting nuts or whatever in it, and that's not a great carb source, guys. That's a great calorie source maybe if you have a lot of calories to go around, but if you're looking for something that can function as a pure carb source, something like Honey Nut Chex where you're looking at next to 0 fat per serving, only half a gram, yeah, that's something that's great that can function as a carb source. Moving on.
Uncle Ben's rice.
Right, so brown rice, white rice, long grain wild, jasmine, basmati. There's so many different types of rice. They're all awesome. They're great to incorporate into your diet.
Post-workout, sometimes I'll have this with like chicken really good, fish really good. I just love the way it tastes.
Right,
Vegetables.
this may be the most bro of all the carb sources. This might be the king of the bro carb sources. Chicken and rice and veggies is the most old school meal you can have, right? So you can dress rice up again a lot of different ways. You can put cheese on it, you can put different hot sauce on it, salsa, salt, pepper, seasoning. There's a lot of stuff you can do with rice. It's a good palate, especially if you're having it with like lean meat, with like chicken, fish, or whatever. Great carb source. Next.
Ezekiel bread.
This has become a lot more popular in like the last 5-10 years in the bodybuilding world, but live grain sprouted bread, something that absorbs very well in your body, has a low glycemic index. You feel great when you eat it, you get full when you eat it, very nutrient dense, packed with protein and lots of micronutrients, and it makes you feel great. Do you ever use this in yours?
Yes. Well, not right now, but previously.
Right now, yeah. Right now, nothing she's doing right now counts because she's on poverty macros.
But what I used to do is I'll make French toast with this. So what I'll do is I'll toast the bread, I'll have an egg, and then I'll put this on top of the egg, and then I'll put it in the pan, and then it like all gets all gooey and stuff. It is so good.
Fuck, I'm hungry now.
This, have a sandwich. I actually put this in my oatmeal. I used to do that. That was really good.
Yeah, I've made sludge before, and people laughed until they tried it and they really liked it. I've made sludge with MTS Whey or Pro Zero or whatever. And I've cut up Ezekiel bread and put it in and let it soak in and made like bread pudding. That tastes really good too.
And they have a cinnamon one. Or not, I'm sorry, it's
cinnamon raisin, yeah, cinnamon raisin.
Really
yeah, there's a few different varieties. I typically do this one because it's got 15 grams of carbohydrate, a couple grams of protein, and again, next to no fat. And I love the taste of it, especially when it's toasted. So a very good, versatile carb source. Moving on.
We have fruit.
Fruit. We have some of my favorites right here, which I'm actually going to eat today. Pineapple and raspberry, but banana, oranges, kiwis, strawberries, blueberries. Huge sources of antioxidants, micronutrients, fiber, great things that you're not going to get if you don't include fruit in your diet. You can supplement to try and make up some of the deficit, and you should do that anyway, but you have to strive to get a great balance of micronutrients in your diet. And fruit makes you feel good in terms of when you eat it. It's good for you, provided that it fits within your needs macronutrient-wise. One of the big misconceptions with fruit is that, oh, it's healthy, I can eat as much as I want. Now, if a serving of this pineapple is about a third of this, if I eat the whole thing, I've overeaten, right? So it depends on your carbohydrate needs. Understand what's in the fruit. Take the time to weigh out a serving or see what a serving looks like so you understand how much you're supposed to eat. Just because it's fruit doesn't mean it's inherently unlimited in your ability to eat it without gaining weight. It needs to be portioned just like any other carb source, but it's amazing. We'll move on to the last one here that we have with us, and that's Carb 10. This is something that someone like Raquel, who's on a lower carbohydrate diet, probably won't be using. This is something where you're going to use if you're on the higher levels of carbohydrate intake, if you need extra carbs in your diet and you want them to absorb easily and efficiently without making you feel tired or lethargic. That's the situation I'm in. Post-workout, I want to get in on some days 50 grams, on some days as high as 75 grams of carbohydrate right after I get done training. The only way I can do that without feeling super groggy and tired after the workout is with something like Carb 10. It absorbs really, really well. This cookies and cream flavor tastes bomb. I like drinking it, I enjoy it. I mix it with my Creapure and a couple of other little things right after I get done training, and I love it. And then the seventh carb source that we don't have with us, but we do want to let you guys know about is what?
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato, and I'll just include the potato family here. We'll go white russet potato as well. Loaded with potassium, loaded with micronutrient, with fiber. Really good for you.
You can make sweet potato fries.
You can make fries with it. You can cook it. You can cook it into pancakes with egg whites. You can have it just plain baked with ketchup, with salt and pepper, with Walden Farm syrup.
Make it like mashed potato.
Yeah, there's so much you can do. It's very versatile in terms of prep, but the macronutrients on it are amazing. It tastes really good and it fills you up. So guys, that's our top 7 carb sources for healthy lifestyles and eating. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us below. This is Rich Homie Sean out with
Raquel Simon.
Peace.